There's another reason I think Psycho Sheep that's more prevalent, but it's definitely, I think that's definitely something that is influencing it. But there's another part of it that it's not really easy to talk about, that I'm not going to talk about, that I think causes such a dramatic community. Take whatever the backseaters tell you and do the exact opposite. Actually, Neo, I kind of do sometimes. If I accidentally read like actual real backseaty type stuff, I just won't do it. Like if someone's like, "Oh, if you go here, you can do this," I just won't. Oh, these enemies have a rare drop. I just won't kill them. I'll just run away or not fight them or not grind them or whatever. I was really happy that I discovered what was it, the Maximilian armor drop in FF12. For the TZA version, there's an armor drop that's rare drop in some dungeon. I don't remember. I was really happy that I got that drop on my own during the fiesta, because if someone had just told me about it, I wouldn't have spent, you know, a good hour or two grinding out another armor, and that was a huge help in doing Yasmat. So whatever I do, don't get a game over on it. On it, boss. I'm gonna bang these crabs. How dare they not abide the memes? Whoa, if you ban someone, it strips their paid sub? Really? Finn, can you elaborate on this? Also, Finn, thank you for the host earlier, by the way. I can't watch a clip while I'm streaming, because video and audio and stuff. I mean, I can, but I prefer not to. So basically, if you ban someone, even as a joke, it takes away their paid sub permanently until they resub again. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, I think they joke ban, sub, and then they no longer have their sub. So here's the thing. So okay, let's talk about this because it's new. Recently, Twitch implemented some new anti-harassment policies that allow streamers to be rid of someone permanently with timeouts and bans. So if you ban someone, it unfollows. It forces them to unfollow you, and also blocks them from. It takes them off the viewer list completely. You can't. They're not shown on the viewer list anymore. And the banned person cannot see chat anymore. It blocks them from being able to view chat, which is pretty awesome, right? I think that's awesome. It's a huge anti-harassment policy that is going to be very helpful for a lot of streamers out there. If you block them, yeah, and if you block them, let me back up. If you ban, it just blocks their chat. If you block them, then it forces them to unfollow, and they can't be viewed in the channel list anymore. So you don't see them ever, and they can't see the chat, and it's It's nice because people that get harassed all the time, they don't have to deal with that crap. You don't think banning is a funny joke? I mean, I never was super fond of the whole banning as a joke thing, but I will say Wells frequently /bans people, so we'll have to stop that. We'll have to stop the /ban jokes completely. But, yeah. I don't know about the whole paid sub thing being taken away. I feel like it's fair. So, like, okay. Here, let me see. Let me reword. Let me start from the beginning again. If someone is actually legitimately being a shitter, and let's say they're a sub, or maybe they got gifted a sub, right? I think banning them, taking away their sub is really important, and I'll tell you why. First off, fuck that person. They deserve to have it taken away for being a shitter. Second, you can really hurt a streamer by using their emotes and being a shitbag person. Like, if you post, like, if you wanted to get back at a streamer and, like, you started posting racist stuff with their emotes, and then it would suggest that that streamer is cool with racist stuff. So if you ban someone, they're gonna want to get revenge a lot of the time. Seems like it was a glitch. Ah, okay. It was a glitch. Well, fair. I do think it's a little extreme to lose a paid sub, but I can understand them wanting to do that if they did. But yeah. Seems like it was a glitch, not an actual thing, so. Yeah, you shouldn't get a refund for sure, especially if it was a gifted sub, right? Interesting. That's weird. So what's going on with that image is they're unable to reproduce the glitch. So it could be something specific. It could have been really bad timing, like their sub ran out right when it happened or something like that, you know? Like that would have been really unfortunate timing. You only use my emotes in a positive way. Yeah, I know, man. Like, if someone actually thought like I was harboring racism here, like they could just come over and ask if they really cared. It's always been always been one of my bigger fears is that someone does that, you know. But I mean, that's just if you put your face on the internet, someone's gonna do something with it, you know. Whether and generally speaking, like I could be the nicest person in the world, and there'll be someone that hates me for no reason, just because my voice gets under their skin. I hate them, whatever. And so, like, if you put yourself out there, you're going to attract both positive and negative attention, no matter how popular you become. So I get that. Like, I've already accepted the fact that that's gonna happen with me, whatever. But it is still a fear that, you know, I mean, people have already spread misinformation and lies about me, turn me into a really bad person, and I lost a lot of friends because of that. But I mean, whatever. They weren't my friends to begin with if they think a fucking document posted by some random idiot is the truth about me when they've known me for years, you know? And they didn't even bother PMing me and asking me about it or talking to me about it in any way, shape, or form. They weren't my friends to begin with, you know? So whatever, screw those people. But it does suck because, like, my livelihood depends on the popularity of my channel, and that really hurt it a lot. I was getting, you know, 400 plus viewers when I was speedrunning Earthbound. Obviously that's not the case anymore. You hate me, you're just here for the long con? Aw, man. Damn, I knew it, dude. All that support you've given me is just to gain that bit of trust every now and again. I get it. That's well played, Papa Pondy. Well played. Butterfly fish. You know, Blathers is basically my spirit animal. For how much he hates those things. To make your inevitable, yeah. It's like, what is that? What was the one long con joke, where like the guy like marries the lady, has kids with them, starts a family, you know, treats her right, everything, does everything right for her, and then it's just like, when she's on her deathbed, he's like, ha ha, it was all a joke. I've spent my entire life with you, and boom, got him. We've had a very fulfilling life together, and I totally tricked you. And she's just like, what? Oh, man. D&D dice with butterflies? Dude, that'd be... I actually really like butterfly aesthetic. Some of my favorite characters have like a very strong butterfly aesthetic. I think it's awesome. I really like the aesthetic of a butterfly, but they are jerks. Do not doubt. So butterfly dice would be actually kind of cool. Granted, they'd be cursed, and they would probably, you know, roll ones every single time, but hey, you know, I'll just do reverse rolls every time. So basically, Funmaster, the clip right there shows it all. What happened was I was in a Rip Runners event called RTA, Real Time Attack, where viewers could donate to spin a reel to give us a random negative effect on our speed run, and we had a time limit to beat the run despite all these negatives, and if we didn't win in a certain amount of time, to beat the game in a certain amount of time, then we had to do something. In my case, I had to sing... What was the penalty for that one? Well, was that the first RTA or the second one? So... Oh, I had to voice act an entire Earthbound run. Yeah, that's what it was. The first time I had to sing 1,000 words from Final Fantasy X2. That was really embarrassing. That was really, really embarrassing, but I did. But yeah. I lost, by the way. But this, anyway, I just died to Starman, because he opened with Starstorm, which is basically rip every single time if he opens with Starstorm, unless you're lucky. And I had no mana, and I needed to use a teleport in order to avoid enemy encounters because I had everybody dead. I needed mana, right? But the butterfly was just trolling me in that corner there. So I didn't have any mana to run away from these, to get past these enemies with a teleport, and the butterfly was just trolling me in that corner. And I was freaking out because I was rushing, and so, you know, my mind is like, oh my god, this freaking butterfly! And the screw you butterfly thing comes from, because what happened is I just gave up and I went to fight the encounter anyway, and I got a first turn runaway. So it's like, screw you, butterfly! There you go, there's the context. And then I chopped it up and made a alert out of it. I chose to sing FF8 though. I chose to sing Eyes on Me because it would be a fun holy shit, everybody got poisoned. I thought it'd be a fun goofy thing, but during the fiesta a year ago, the support was insane. Like, we did not even get close to the same sub count as we did that year. During last year's fiesta, there was still a lot of very generous sub gifting, but we were up to like 2,400 sub points last fiesta. It was crazy. And I think we only made it up to about 1,600 this last year. And I was like, you know what? This will be something that you guys will meme about for times to come. And I thought, you know, whatever, I'll just sing it. Because I didn't want to do like a incentive, because I felt like any incentive would have already been completely demolished. So, you know, I was like, why create another incentive for something you guys have clearly already done? Of course, the one that got hit avoided the freaking spell damage. Wow, 20 agility down? That's a lot. So there you go, Fawn. I hope the reference is adequate. Ah. Everybody got poisoned again. That's crazy. How much MP is it for antidote? 20... Should be like 2. 2. It's 2. And yeah, you know, the funny thing is that since that's become a kind of meme thing or whatever, butterflies in every game have just continually trolled me forever and ever and ever and ever, every single time. Finally, another level. It feels like it's been a really long time. Dante's level 13 and even died once. Dang. 5 strength. 5 vitality. 11 HP. Way to go, Dante. Alright, I think we'll go until Molo gains a level. And then we'll see how much gold we have, buy armor and equipment. And then see where we are on not dying. Everything trolls me? Kinda, yeah. I have like famously bad RNG. If you played with me during World of Warcraft, I did a lot of arena, like gladiator grinding and stuff, and every single team that I played with was like, holy shit, you have really bad luck. You have really bad luck. Every time. Like, You thought Mace Stun on Warriors was bad in freaking Burning Crusade? Well, imagine being Mace Stun for like 20 seconds straight every single time you get into combat. That's me. You know? Like, it just... I had horrible game RNG. It just the way it happens for me. It's whatever. Oh, Treasure. It's just the way it goes for me. Gotta get some of those healing crystals from Karen. Yeah, and essential oils. Exactly. It's a good idea. HP on Dante is apparently critical HP now. Already. Oh shit, dude! No way! Holy crap, he actually took fatal damage. I just healed him too. Wow. Well then. Well, it's a good thing Dante already has the levels I want. Let's get out of here. Haruka has high expectations. Yeah, she wanted me to freaking ace the bingo golf. Like, holy crap, Haruka. No chill on that girl. Dante is dead and cannot cast magic. MP is not high enough. Oh, shoot. There's no church here, so I can't res him here. Get good, Uncle Kaz, and then get me a freaking entire restaurant's worth of food. Yeah, basically. I don't think 3,000 gold is going to be enough, but it'll be a start. You're glad I decided to go to bed? I mean, I was tired anyway, dude. Like, doesn't matter. Did I go in here? Yes, I was able to ace the bingo eventually. If you turn east and go over the mountains, they say you will find a small lake. Oh, we've already been there. Oh, you don't gotta worry about my mental health. I'm very mentally stoic. Not very many things stress me out or anything. I used to have an anger issue that sometimes makes itself, like, rears its ugly head every now and again. But not really. Oh, you care, but do not worry. Oh, well, that's fair. Haruka's table scraps. Oh my god. Oh no, not defense down. Oh, it's dead. We're just waiting for Mola to gain 1 level. It should be any time. Oh, I learned slow apparently. It's true, he did. I really want to keep playing FF14. I really did enjoy our time, especially raiding with everybody, ending everybody, but I didn't have the time to keep up with it. It just felt like if I wasn't playing 5 hours of FF14 every day, then I wasn't able to keep up with all the things that I wanted to do. And just raiding was not enough for me. And I felt like I was dragging everybody down, and I just wanted to stop. Let's do it this way. Let's have him attack here. Actually, true, once the tombstone grind is done, you can raid log, yeah, because there's not a lot of content in FF14, but there's still a lot of grinding you need to in order to keep up with potions and food and stuff as well, so there was that. That was definitely part of it. Plus, I wanted to get up crafters so I could be more self-sustaining. I wanted to level up jobs so I could have versatility for the group. Like, there was, what I demand out of myself for an MMO and a raiding team is too much to not have a lot of time to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I demand too much out of myself because as a former raid leader, I know how important it is to have all these things. And if I don't do it, then I can't expect anybody else to do it. I mean, I enjoy it anyway. I enjoy the huge grind and getting all the things done and, you know, being complete in my character. It's something I enjoy. I can't have fun with it if I don't have the time for it. Also, I really don't like, hold on. I'm not a fan of horse wieners.
What did you say? A horse wiener? Now, that's dangerous. dangerous.
Thank you, Crixie, for the $11.11 donation. Second place is Dirge Cerberus. Do you still want to vote for Dirge Cerberus, knowing that that's the game in second place? That's good timing. Thank you, Crixie, for the 11.11. Thank you. Okay. Well, first place is Star Ocean First Departure. Do you want to vote for that? Or do you want to vote for something else? Donkey Kong. You got it. I'm not a fan of normal combat in FF14. Fighting regular enemies in FF14 is slow and obnoxious, and I don't like it. Fighting normal enemies in World of Warcraft is fun and exciting because you have a faster GCD and you have a lot of AoE abilities that are meaningful. And in FF14, like, just going to a dungeon feels like a really, really, really obnoxious grind. It's just like really slow movement. You can't grab a bunch of mobs together. They don't die very fast. It feels like it drags on a lot. And dungeons in World of Warcraft is fast and snappy and fun, and you can jam through and you can blow up everything with Howling Blast and everything. It's fun. It's fun. It just moves smoother. And I like that part of World of Warcraft. So Final Fantasy IV moves everything much, much more slowly, and it causes dungeons to feel like a drag because of it. Five levels in a single dungeon? Jesus. Well, I'm never gonna play World of Warcraft again, so I'm not really worried about that, but the point that I was getting at is like the Tombstone grind, needing to do a lot of dungeons and stuff, was obnoxious. And I didn't like it. Whereas like raiding was fun and I really enjoyed the mechanics of raiding, I feel like I could only enjoy that game. Oh, he's numbed. If I was raiding. Petting down with fluff attacks? A little bit. Yeah, there's like the fillers. The GCD is really long in that game. It's 2.5 seconds. And haste in that game only like, you could stack all the attack speed in the entire world, and your GCD would go from like 2.5 seconds to like 2.1. And it's like, that really doesn't help me, you know? It's still really, really, really slow. Is to help capitalize everyone being at home? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So as much as I love FF14, I just can't stand normal combat. Like, going out to grind enemies in Final Fantasy XIV is I don't want to grind materials in FF14. Like, oh my god, it is so obnoxious. But World of Warcraft, I will go out in the world and just murder everything because it's fast and fun and playful, and you know, you can just kind of mess around and just like grab everything and just AoE a huge clump of enemies and murder them all, and it's fast and flows really nicely, you know. But the raids can be a little hit or miss sometimes in WoW. Generally speaking, raids are really good, but you know, I've definitely had a couple raids that were not very good, so. Hey City, thanks for the host. What's up? You were trying out Summoner and saw that you can macro 4 different cooldowns to one button, so you did, and when I brought it up to newbie chat, people got ticked with you? Why? It's like, that's not how you min-max your Summoner. You're supposed to use this one with that one. That kind of thing? Or is it just like, how dare you make the game too easy? Why am I not able to get this last level? You were dumbing down the game and making it like... What? How is that an argument when I see people making huge macros for FF14 that let them craft all high-quality items they want with a push of a button?